Hello, it's Leslie here. Today I'm going to review this book here, Learn 101 Finnish Verbs in One Day with the learnbots. I got my copy from Book Depository, which is an offshoot of Amazon. So the interesting thing about this book is it is illustrated. So it has on every page a different illustration so that you associate the verbs. So they've put a lot of work into it. So this also comes in Russian and Italian and a whole bunch of other languages. But I wasn't able to find many Finnish verb books. So this was the one that I found. The interesting thing is they do actually change the illustrations to put the words in the illustration. Where can I show you this? For example, look. If you look at this, maksa. Hang on a minute. Where are we? Sorry. This one over here. Maksa. Now, if you look at maksa, it is actually written on the card. Maksa, it's written on the actual card. So they actually take the word and put it in the this one on the other page. Pelata, play. So they actually get the word, translate it, and put it into the illustration. Surat. What is surata? Surata. So that's good. I don't think there's too many, let me just focus that. I don't think there's too many words, and I don't think there's not enough. I think it's about right. I definitely didn't learn all these verbs in one day. Definitely not. So most of the common verbs are there. Although looking, there's an Amazon review that was written about this Finnish book, and it says there's actually 99 verbs, not 101, so I can forgive him for that. A couple of them are repeated, and he said that, let me have a look. Said that some verbs are missing, such as to say, to get, to use, to tell, to work, to leave, to read, to mean, to help, to laugh, to wash, and to take. But actually to read is in there, despite what he says. And some of those are compound verbs. Anyway, I think it's worth getting. I think it's going to be good for children. Now, that reviewer said that, let me just read out what that reviewer said. My main complaint is half of each page taken up with clever illustrations of cute robots apparently acting out the verbs. I don't know if these really help children to learn. At best, no effect, I would think, and at worst, a distraction and a waste of almost half the book. Would illustrations of humans not be a better aid memoir? That said, the book is... Okay, I actually think, no, I do think that it's good having stuff like this because you're more likely to pick up this book than, say, the big book of 501 verbs. So when I was learning Spanish about 15 years ago, I thought, right, you need to learn more verbs. And at that time, there weren't many books to choose from. So I bought one of the only ones I could find, which is the big book of 501 verbs or something. It's Barron's or something like that it's called. I don't know. And I bought it and didn't look at it once because it's just 500 verbs. There's practically no design layout at all in the book, like it's just all text. There's not one picture in it. And I never picked it up and I sold it again. So I think it's a nice little book that you can pick up and come back to. Now, I was a little bit overwhelmed at first when I saw all these verbs when I was first studying it, but I can come back here. I don't know all of them yet. The other thing is it has all the conjugations on the bottom here, and in the for example in the past tense and the perfect tense and some other tense. The future is, there's no future in Finnish anyway, and the conditional. So that's a help. You know, that's down the bottom. So, you know, minä, sinä, hän, me, te, and he. So I think that's all good. You know, it also comes with a little app that you can get. I think that's actually free. This app, this app, learnbots. So you could do it that way, but I don't want to do the app. I think I got it on my last brain. I'm not reinstalling the app. I mainly wanted this to have as a book handy for when I'm having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I sit down on this armchair and have a flick through this book. Well, that's what I'm going to do. It's not what I've done. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, there's some words that are missing. You know, but I think it's a good little idea, and it's not that easy to find Finnish verb books. So they have tried to put in the Finnish. I mean, they would have had to do that 100, you know, like, let me just pick one out. For example, Juosta. I don't know if you can see that, but in the footprints it just says Juosta. So they would have had to do that for each of the languages. So it says here there's 26 languages. So for each illustration they would have had to change it 26 times. So they would have had to change those illustrations 2,600 times for all of the languages, right? That's a lot of work, you know. Anyway, that's my review. I think it's a good little book. As I said, I got one from Book Depository. It was just a little bit over $20, $22 or $23. You know, it's kind of nice to see men, you know, on the gear shifting. You're more likely to remember it, I think. Now, even if you don't learn by this association, well, here's the one I was trying to find. To light. Sytyttää. This one, the actual element is the word. I was trying to find that one. Even if having the words on the thing doesn't improve your memory, it's just easier to pick up and continue looking through them and think, well, what's this drawing going to be this time? And you're more likely to flick through the book than a book with no pictures at all, trust me. So that's the reason I've got it, not because of anything else. Anyway, well, that's all I have time for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.